Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade.
Oh yeah,
That's
right on.
facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an outer-world bum with a lot of life.
Yes, Courtney, it is party time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and it's always good to be seen. My name is... I can't even fucking talk. The fuck is going on here?
You just started.
I know. This is how professional I am. This is how good I am.
Yeah.
And exactly why I'm still in radio. My name is Izzy Presley, and welcome to another fucking podcast. Got another great show for you this week. Robbie Rist is in studio. Say hi to Robbie, everybody. Yay! We'll get into Robbie in a little bit. Not biblically.
What?
Not biblically. Don't get excited.
Biblically, I don't even know. I was thinking just sexually.
Well, I know. I don't have any Astroglide, so you're safe. I'm out. It sucks. I know, I got to fucking go dry now. It's horrible.
That's where we're starting.
That's where we're starting. Welcome to another fucking podcast. All right, big announcement. Live show next. I mean, we're always live, but live studio show, live audience show, I should say, next week at the Other Door on Sunday night in North Hollywood. My guest will be Vinny Tortorich, who's been on the show before. Of course, we all know him from the Adam Carolla Show. He's got a very successful podcast called Fitness Confidential. He is he's the go-to guy in Hollywood for fitness.
Really?
And yeah, he is. He's amazing.
So have you been to see him?
Not yet.
I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
I mean, I feel terrible. See, this is right off the top. I'm insulting you.
This is why we get along.
Maybe. I think so.
He was
we're
on
both chunk style.
Yes, that.
Okay.
But he's the no sugar, no grain guy, and I was.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, then no, nobody's going to. Fuck that. No.
It works though.
I know it
really
does.
works.
Don't give me the facts.
I know.
I don't care about the facts.
Oh, this is true. This is very true. So yeah, you can come down. There is no cover. Just come down. We go live at 7 p.m. Get down around 6. Get a place to sit. Get a bunch of drinks in you. It's going to be a good time. DJ Will from KNAC, of course, will be my co-host. See how professional I am?
Very.
Yes, very well.
You can do that on command.
Well, it just kind of came upon me.
Okay.
This LaCroix water is carbonated.
I love LaCroix water.
It is tasty.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
And no sugar, no grain.
Up where you're from, there's a beer called LaCrosse.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. And when I first saw LaCroix, that's the first thing I thought of.
I mean, it's no Hams.
No, it isn't. It's no Olympia.
No, or Old Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Oh,
or Old Style, really.
Oh, yeah. You've done a lot of touring up there. You should know, all these
I know
beers.
my beers. I know my Leinenkugel
do.
from my Old Style.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, that is on Sunday the 20th. That's this upcoming Sunday. Vinny Tortorich, DJ Will, doing it live from the Other Door in North Hollywood. Look for the Facebook event invite. Gimmick. Make sure you check out the Twitter machine, Izzy_Presley, on my quest for 1 million followers. Currently, I'm creeping in on 2,000.
It's getting there. You gotta start somewhere.
Exactly. I've been working on it for about 5, 6 years, 7 years.
Doing pretty good,
Hey, yeah.
Progress,
Progress is a good thing.
Sure.
The facebook.com/another effing podcast. You want to know what I'm doing entertainment-wise, like if I actually go out and do stand-up comedy again, or Soundcheck Live the last Wednesday of every month at Lucky Strike in Hollywood. On the 30th, we have Enough's Enough as our guest curator, so that should be awesome. Come on down, Hollywood and Highland at Lucky Strike, no cover. Check out Beater Amplification. That's BEETER, hand-wired, 100-watt heads, pull 2 tubes, you got a 50. 2 of those tubes have been pulled. 3 channels of gloriousness, and I am proud to be their very first sponsored artist. Robbie just plugged into it.
They're pretty rad.
Dude, it fucking sounds killer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I fucking love that thing. Love it. Weighs a motherfucker. But most good heads do.
When are they going to invent like Pro Audio Light? Something that just sounds like, except it weighs 2 pounds.
Well, I look at a good Les Paul.
Yeah.
Is a good Les Paul light?
No. I was in a
go.
band where I played a Les Paul, and we were doing 4 sets a night.
Oh, shit.
Seriously, with one shoulder, I could lift a Volkswagen.
Oh, my God. I was at Guitar Center in Hollywood here in the Vintage Room. And I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was working. You seen that guy in there? It looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, except he's a complete fucking douche. And I used to have a 77 Standard. That was my first Les Paul. $500 I paid for it. I sold it for $500 in the 90s. Well, you can get one for $500, right? And I picked that thing up, and I forgot how heavy those things fucking were.
Oh, yeah, it's
Holy
unbelievable.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, check all that good shit out. I do have merch available, T-shirts, and there's a coffee mug for the show. You can get that. Yeah. Teespring, just put in Izzy Presley Productions, and you will find
I'll
that.
wear a goddamn shirt. I'll just have you know.
When I get shirts, I will give you one.
Right.
It's Teespring. It's
I get it. Yeah,
you know how it goes. But I need to order a bunch, and maybe I'll just have somebody make me a bunch. It'll be cheaper.
Yes,
there you
indeed.
go.
You can get second, like things that are called seconds in T-shirts and stuff, which are like ones that weren't put together especially well, and like largely the mistakes are not massive; they're barely noticeable, and you can get them so cheap and just put your stuff on that.
I did not know that,
dude. Media on a budget. We're not rich men.
No, we are not. I definitely am not.
Yeah,
I definitely am not.
But there's also got to be ways to get the word out there,
right? Well, I also don't have a van that says free candy on it either.
Mine doesn't say free candy; it just implies free candy.
Just implies free candy. Yes, it does. I cracked up when I saw that. I'm assuming that's not your main vehicle.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And right now I have a drum set in the back.
Oh, very well.
Usually I never carry anything in my van ever.
Oh, okay.
just so we all know that. I just drive around in the van. That's what I do. There's never any gear in my van.
You got it. No, picture this. It is a white van with no windows that you would expect. It's a
GMC Savannah. No. I feel like I could open the back door and go, "Oh, are you a size 14?" Yo, totally.
You want to tell the story you just told me? Because this is glorious.
So I was driving by Valley College, and a policeman pulls me over, and I go, "I'm sorry, officer. What did I do wrong? I don't think I'd done anything." And he kind of peeks in my open window and into the back of the van, and he goes, "Yeah, I thought your brake light was out, but it's actually." And he goes back to me and he goes, "Yeah, actually, but you don't." And I'm like, "Really? That was your rationale for pulling me over?"
And you didn't have like a...
And I mean, I didn't want to push it. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "You want to be a smart guy? I mean, we can go down to the courthouse and talk about it." I'd be like, whoa, whoa.
And you didn't, you weren't sporting like a creepy fucking porn stash or anything.
Well, I did have remarkably long hair.
It
was shoulder blade level.
All right.
And I had a goatee that maybe came down to maybe the middle of my chest.
All right, very well.
So I totally went through my Skinnerd phase too. You were talking about Enough's Enough earlier.
Yeah.
And so you brought up the one band, probably of all the bands from that genre that you probably play on your show, that I genuinely like.
Oh, and this is one of the bands that you probably could have broken up?
Actually, I wrote a couple of songs with
really?
Donnie V.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see he's got a new project
Back
now.
in the day. Good. I hope he's taking care of himself.
I hope so, too.
Donnie is one of those among the art community who knows a way to enjoy himself
Yes,
a lot.
He does. Yes, he does.
A
And
lot.
we do hope that he is
not doing
got
that.
himself
Because,
cleaned
I
up.
mean, Chip's no day at the beach, but at least he, can keep it together.
Chip, I love Chips enough. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's like, he's the Flavor Flav of sunglasses.
Yeah.
And you remember Pigpen?
Sure.
He's like Pigpen, except it's not dust coming off of him, it's pot smoke.
Yeah. I know.
And he's one of the nicest guys in the fucking business.
But
I fucking
there,
love Chip.
I don't know what it is about the water in Chicago, but there's a thing that comes from there. I mean, the differences are massive, but you can totally see the connective tissue between Cheap Trick and Enough's Enough.
Oh, yeah.
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 So,
it's fucking rock and roll.
Yeah. And, but also there's, Shoes and Pez Band.
Right.
And then there was a kind of thing that happened there for a while, too. I mean, that place is crazy because
Right.
it creates, Los Angeles doesn't create its big artists.
No.
Its big artists move to Los Angeles and they create themselves.
Yep.
That's not true in Chicago.
It's something about I think it's the same thing with Seattle too. It's like you're under all these elements, and it's not sunshine every day, and it's not let's go to the Sunset Strip and party every day. It's real hardworking.
Right, and living in places where it's cloudy a lot. So what are you going to do?
Yep.
You go down in the basement and make a shit ton of noise.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think that's why, Meshuggah exists because they come from a place where the sun is never in the sky.
Right.
And it's like rainy and like, just play that double kick. Yeah, I think that's kind of what
Wait. I didn't give you your proper introduction.
Oh, for
that I
Christ's sake,
still
right.
have written down from when you did Lucky Strike.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes,
No,
I still have it. This is great. All right. He's a multi-hyphenate entertainment juggernaut. He has a 40-year career that spans television, movies, radio, and music. He's been a show-killing cousin, a turtle, and a blue dragon. In a very tiny circle, he's known as a mad genius. Oh, shit, I didn't get the whole thing down. And he's kind of a douche. And he wrote it himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Rist, everybody. Yay!
I come with my own fanfare music.
Yeah, sometimes you need it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really... Oh, God, we got people in the chat room already. Kyle Kruger, Chicago. Don't forget Off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway, right, another one. There's just something crazy down there.
Yeah,
the
don't know what it
shoes,
is.
man. Zion.
Kyle Kruger's been on this show. He has that movie, that Here I Go Again. Are you familiar with that?
No. What is it?
It's a documentary that he and his buddy did together. They had a band in the 80s in Tampa, and the name of it escapes me. Kyle, please chime in because I'm fucking an idiot and I'm an airhead and I drink too much. So they decided that, you know what, let's do it again. But they documented everything as they put it back together, and they have interviews with like just all these guys from our 80s era. Ron Keel ended up producing like the music on it, and he's in there. It's really, it's like the Anvil story almost.
Yeah, sure.
They're not as famous as Anvil. It's cool. It's very, very great.
All of those, really, in general, to be in a band is everybody's Rocky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody is just starting from nothing. Yep. Nobody knows who you are, and nobody cares. Not only does nobody care, but they're kind of antagonistic toward you just for fucking doing it.
Right. Absolutely.
And then for some reason at that point, this is going to dovetail what I'm about to tell you, okay? Did you ever see the article about the guys in Germany? A guy put an ad in saying, "I want to be eaten," and some other guy answered the ad.
No.
And did it. Okay? So
holy shit.
And I believe he documented it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So here's the thing though. At any given time, in that process where all of that happened, somebody could have gone, are we sure we're doing the right thing here?
Right.
Okay. Same thing with being in a band. You're like, everybody hates us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like being Poison. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
the
I
metal
like
band,
Poison.
the big hair band that none of the other big hair bands liked.
Right.
They were like, fuck those
Yeah,
dudes.
but yeah, and the sad thing
And
is,
what did they do? They wrote Every Rose Has a Thorn and
Right.
just went, nah, nah,
yeah,
nah.
and they just had a very successful arena tour with Def Leppard and Tesla.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And it
sure.
was
And you know
awesome.
what? CeCe DeVille is an American treasure. I'm not totally serious with that.
I agree.
He is exactly what that sort of music needs. His scope of what he's stealing from is somewhat slightly off center than what
Right.
most of the other bands do. And we all steal. You know, I'm not saying like them anybody more than anybody else.
Right,
But
right.
his influence is his thing is just slightly off kilter from a lot of what else goes on out
Right.
there. And because of that, you just go, oh my God, that's him.
Right.
You hear it. It's Ace Frehley. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You hear that and any of those guitar solos, and it doesn't matter what the song is. You'll just go, it's Frehley's Comet, which I think I've heard maybe 2 songs. You still go, it sounds like him, all right.
It's fucking Ace. Well, and the thing that I love about CC too is he's such a character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now-
it's not put on.
No.
He's that way.
Yeah, he really is. And I'll say this too. I mean, I saw Poison back in the day when CC was heavy into his drinking and whatever else he did. Mm-hmm. And you know, when it was time for the CC solo, it's like, I gotta go get a beer. And now that CC is sober,
He's unbelievable.
oh my God,
He's gotten really great. And Samantha 7, that record's rad. I don't know
Right.
if you've heard it.
I have not heard it, and I'm friends with the bass player.
By all means, if anybody is in the sound of our voices now, you know, it's gonna be closer to Enough's Enough than
Yeah,
anything else. But it is one of the great, like, rocking pop records I've ever heard, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And his ballad on it it's sort of the musical equivalent of a basset hound. It just kind of looks at you going, and swear to God, just if you listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I can't wait to hear it.
Samantha 7, I was just like, yeah, he's like, it makes me want to just like, you know, wish Vince Neil would have some sort of accident so CeCe could become the lead singer.
Well, if Vince keeps,
Yeah, what did they get? That Karabi guy?
Dude.
What are you?
yeah, but
Come on.
look.
They wanted
One,
to be a serious rock band all of a sudden. Fuck off.
Look. You. I know I get it, but I'm going to say this. I love that record. I think it's a great record. I really do. And there's
They begin to sound like all of the other bands in the landscape.
I think. I mean, it was always
That's the problem. They're like, we need a dude who's kind of a shredder guy. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, you don't. You
Right.
need someone terrible.
Right.
Because to me, the thing is, you always want to have a foot in the garage. You always
Right.
want to suck a little bit.
Right.
And Ace Frehley.
Exactly.
Back to it. He sucks just a little bit.
It's like White Castle. It sucks so bad that it's awesome.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, the Ramones, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Come on. Jimmy Page is one of the most slop-tastic live guitar players
Absolutely.
in the history of people who ever did it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Kyle. Yeah, the name of the band was Tricks with 2 X's.
Tricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also says best record by guys not named Vince. And yeah, no dissing Karabi. He's good people. Of course he is.
No,
I
I'm
love
not saying
Karabi.
him as a person. No.
And Karabi's amazing. And I think
he?
at that time he is. He really is.
You know what I've noticed is dudes that have been around a really long time
Yep.
who have nothing to prove anymore, they're the ones who tend to be the coolest because they're like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is somebody going to go to Lemmy and go, you fucking suck, dude? Yeah, no.
No,
And if they
absolutely
do,
not.
he'll just go, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's do a shot of Jack.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
What was I just going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. I had a train of thought, and now I forgot.
No.
Let's get into you a little bit.
What?
Ooh.
Stop that. Put that thing away. You want to keep that monkey on a chain.
That's what she said. I don't know how the fuck that worked, but it just comes out of me.
That's what
it just comes out of me. It doesn't matter what it is. That's what she said.
Oh, but I have to say that the most keeper female ever is one who both embraces and loves the Three Stooges and understands the power and the glory of That's What She Said.
This is true.
If a woman gets that joke, she can hang.
There was a gal that I fell really hard for that said That's What She Said all the time, and it was
you just go.
Like, I need to hang out with you at all times.
Yeah,
at all times.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. I mean, you're obviously most known for the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, depending on who you talk to.
Depending on the generation.
Depending who you talk to, because I'm also known as Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. So,
but your face isn't there.
No, that's very true. But
very true.
The weird thing about the Turtle movies, though, is that they're so culturally ingrained that there is a whole legion of people out there who know the names of everybody. You know, they're like, well, the grip was Hirohito Yato. You know, you memorize the end credits.
So it's like Star Wars, or not Star Trek geeks.
Yeah,
Star Trek geeks take it to a whole nother level.
Here's what's happened. The thing that used to get us beaten up in junior high school and high school, you know, people who threw dice, or, 20-sided dice, or, all of that. How about this? A deep love of anything that wasn't what the mainstream was embracing. Mm-hmm. And it starts with the Trekkers.
Yep.
And now the whole idea of fandom has gotten so big that it's fragmenting into Who people. Doctor Who people, right. Battlestar Galactica people, Star Trek Star Trek Babylon 5 people. You know what I mean? Farscape. All, you know what I mean? It's going all over the place. Right. And Harry Potter people. And the thing is, it's culturally okay. There are now, I was in Spain touring with a band, and I was talking to some dude while we were going off to dinner who was on the crew or whatever. He was in his 30s, and he went. And he was a genre guy. He liked to go to, they have conventions in Spain, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm like, so what have been the biggest, changes? You've apparently been doing it for like 10 or 15 years. What are the changes here? And he goes, I had no idea that so many cute girls liked this stuff.
Right. I know, it's insane. It's like you see all the pictures from Comic-Con and all the women just dressed wearing almost nothing but in some kind of character.
There's a woman.
Let me bless them.
There's a woman named Jessica Nagiri. Mm-hmm. She takes photos of herself in costumes from the anime things and superheroes and things like that. And she sells the photos. And she's quite curvy. And she looks awesome in the pictures, but she has 5 million Twitter followers. It's insane. This weird, but also that's how big it is that now people who aren't the thing are making money by pretending to be the thing from that thing. I mean,
you're saying this to a guy that has an Ace Frehley tribute band. Except my boobs probably aren't as nice as hers.
That's and she doesn't have an Ace Frehley tribute band. And
true.
I'll go you this. Bobby doesn't even know who he is.
You are probably correct in that.
The thing that music used to be for younger people or anybody isn't that anymore.
No, not at all.
The whole landscape of that has changed where, I used to just like put on Queen 2 and just, sit on my bed and watch, and it would go by and I'd get up and flip the damn thing over and listen to it. And I would sometimes do that 3-4 times in a row.
Right.
And I don't know, I'm thinking about whatever bullshit at the time,
Yeah.
Why doesn't she like me? Whatever it is that we whine about when we're that age.
Right.
But it really satisfied it satisfied a certain need where I think that need has dried up.
Yeah, well, I think the problem is I mean, everybody says, well, there's no MTV anymore, which I think has a huge thing to do with it. But the problem is, as I'm pointing at the TV, there's how many hundreds of channels now? We got these smartphones that you're on your fucking phone at all times.
We will never have superstars again.
No, we won't.
Because
we won't. The rock star is dead.
Rock star's gone. The big movie actor is over.
Right.
Even somebody like Ryan Reynolds or any of the new crop of guys, they're successful.
Right.
And they have a following and all of that stuff. But somehow they're not Robert Redford because there's so much of it.
This is true.
There's too much access to everything.
It's too easy to make it now. I mean, we could make a film right here. I mean, I'm not even talking about a snuff film. I'm talking about a real film.
As a guy who has made his own art for a big chunk of his life, I started making things when it wasn't very cost effective to make those things. Mm-hmm. So you had to make a real fucking choice that you were going to do this thing because it was not going to be cheap.
Right.
And now anybody can do it. And because I think maybe it's not a great thing that anybody can do a thing because not everybody is good at that. And by the way, I'm such a dick. I'm the biggest asshole on the planet. I get it. I'm actually saying on your show, you know what? Maybe if it's not working, you just stop putting shit online because people are getting in the way of that on their way to me.
But Robbie, this is also the truth. Part of it, the cream does rise to the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know who Foxy Shazam is? No.
I do.
My point exactly.
I do know who Foxy Shazam is.
Almost no one else does.
I know. We played them on the station I used to be on.
They're one of my.
They're fucking amazing.
In the new world of rock, he's the best lead singer I've seen in 15 years easily. It seemed in the 90s, everybody sort of metaphorically turned their back on the audience.
Uh-huh.
Or it was this sort of a little bit more hippy dippy in the Eddie Vedder thing.
It wasn't about the show. It was. This is. I always talk about this. Is that era? Those guys came from Seattle back to where it's dreary, and it was. That's what they wrote about. I mean, the era before that, it was out here, and it was the party, and it was the cocaine, and it was the hookers, and it was fun. And then and it was about entertaining and the show. Now you take that music, I mean, you can't be wearing fucking, leopard print spandex doing David Lee Roth jumps.
It seemed to me that culturally speaking, somehow art hit a wall and everybody threw up their hands and went, I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. So I'm just going to dress way the fuck down.
Yep.
I'm not gonna play any like really great riffs or anything. There was an awful lot of just straight eighth notes in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, you guys, how about a little energy? Entertain me for fuck's sake. And it seemed to me that a lot of them were like, if you're entertained by this, that'll be great. If not, fuck you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like being told fuck you. I saw the Sugar Cubes in Cleveland, Ohio. When they had their hit record out, whenever that was, 87, blah, blah, blah. And they were so fucking nasty to the audience. And I understand sarcasm, but it seemed like it was genuine, like, boy, you people are fucking stupid. And I'm like, look, even if you... $17 I paid to get in here.
Right.
Don't be dicks.
Right, exactly. Well, and it's like that 90s music. That when I was on your show, The Spoon, I played... Did we play Flip? Did we end up playing Flip? I can't remember.
No.
Well, Flip was like the answer to all that. They were Cheap Trick meets the Sex Pistols with a Kiss stage show. and they were the anti-shoegazers. You know?
Yeah.
But Bryn...
But you see, again, so brilliance doesn't necessarily rise to the top.
Right,
because
true.
the 90s, there is a tremendous amount of really great everything
absolutely.
that came out of that decade.
The last era of good pop music.
But none of it was bought by the people in
Right.
upended commas. You know, the like there's it seemed to be there was after somewhere in the mid 80s, what was good and what the public liked started going on different paths. Where for a long time it was sort of like the public liked really good things, and every new good thing that came out,
Right.
the public responded to. After a while, good things were replaced by things that they were familiar with, things that they were comfortable with.
You know, and that, I think that goes straight back to MTV too.
How so?
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, musically, it's like they were pumping everything that, I mean, a lot of people could say, well, this is a bunch of shit, when the really good stuff was underground.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and isn't that... I remember seeing on 60 Minutes a thing on rave culture, on,
Right.
and I remember watching it going, wow, rave music must have been over for about 3 or 4 years now, if they're just getting to 60 Minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's
true.
like and it's getting faster where trends
Right.
just go, something shows up and it's gone.
Right.
Something shows up and it's gone. It's
Right.
unbelievable.
Laurie from Australia, he actually just said, so much change has happened, and it's only going to change more and more too fucking fast, I reckon. And it's absolutely true.
I mean, I wonder if anybody really falls in love with a record anymore. Where like, look, I can put on Rock and Roll Over
Yeah.
any time of the day, starting on any track.
Go on.
And by the time it's done, I'm going to want to play it again.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Right.
Awesome. Right. There's
Yeah.
a thing that I really love. But that's been happening since I was 13.
Right.
So, like, this thing that I did when I was 13 is still giving me the same amount of reward, almost, maybe in a different way.
Right.
But it gives me a reward that I've had ever since I've been listening to it. Is that possible anymore?
Not for people not in our generation.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Do you think young people are kind of going, oh my God, Arcade Fire, I'm going to be listening to this when I'm 50?
No.
Right. That's
absolutely not.
Because they don't have enough time.
No, they don't.
Boredom has been conquered.
Wow.
And I don't think...
Wait for it. Wait, there it is. Boredom has been conquered.
Yeah.
It has. Now that you say it's because
it's been all but conquered. There's still people that go, I'm bored. Are you kidding me? You can have internet porn right now.
And you
bored?
should.
Bored? So So boredom has been conquered, and I think excitement is the enemy of art. Because if you have a very active social life and you're out partying with friends all the time, you're not going to sit at home and stare at your navel long enough to go, oh, guitar in the corner. Pick that up. Maybe something will happen. Bling, bling. Fuck you, you left me. Fuck you, you left me. Manamana, dude. It's...
Yeah, I mean, you're not sitting home bored and go, I'm going to put on the new Bieber record.
Yeah, right. You know? Yeah. I mean, maybe for a while you do. That's the thing, is that these records come and go so fast. How long does anything ever stay?
And a lot of it's just background music now. It's like they put it on. I mean, I'll put on Barry Manilow's greatest hits as I'm cleaning my room because all hail the all-white Barry.
Well, I agree with you completely. Good Lord.
Yeah. It's an excellent point. It's like you have everything at your fingertips now. And I think that also, I mean, that goes straight back to radio too. That's another reason that radio's dying, is because
everyone has a podcast. Yeah, you can listen to all the radio you want.
You can listen to any song you want at your fingertips at any time. And that's
except for me, that streaming thing. The thing is, I'm getting my stream from a computer making decisions for me.
Right.
Where I want to pick, I'm old school, man. I'm sorry, I'm old school, yo. So I have an iPod that's like, 64 gigs or 32 gigs or something. And everything on there I have chosen, and I'm doing it so I can listen to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I got, everything on there. I got Sun Ra, and I have Pantera. So,
yeah. And I mean, back to the point about radio, too. It's like the only way radio can survive is if you bring entertainment. And that's not going to happen because radio is all bought up, and they want to pay jocks $10 an hour to do liners.
Yeah, it's
that's why radio's fucked.
Along with music, radio disappeared as an industry. Now it's only people with shit tons of money,
right?
Sort of trading these large things.
Well, I think that's why XM is so successful. I mean, I
think that's why there's the guitar player from the Knack has a 60s soft pop podcast show,
right?
Where you will, if that's your thing, or if you're looking for something different or whatever it is, it can be found there. You don't have to go. And there's not even, is there even a top 40 anymore?
Unfortunately, there is, but it's nothing that you would ever want to listen to.
I'm a little older than you, son.
Not by much.
Well, maybe enough that there was a period in history where R&B records, rock records, country records, novelty records, records in other languages, instrumentals,
all hit the top 40.
All ended up on the same radio station.
Yeah.
So if Play That Funky Music White Boy comes on after Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
And before that, My Eyes Adored You. And then that Bobby Vinton song, My Melody of Love.
Yeah.
All sung in Polish. Really? A record that reached like number one or something was in Polish in America.
Right.
Right. When was the last fucking time that happened?
And you know what? There was a disc jockey sitting behind that microphone putting those records on. I'm going to play this right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. There were no fucking consultants.
Oh, don't get me started on fucking consultants.
It ruined the industry.
It did. When I was in radio, my boss came in and goes, consultants say you should probably be using background music. I go, fuck that. It's a crutch, and it's horrible.
Yes, I hate it.
There was this. Did you ever listen to that show that was on KLOS? It was for about a year. It was like on Saturday nights, and it was all metal. And it was Stu, who was on KNAC, who was the host. Wasn't a fan of him, but hey, at least he was playing fucking metal on Los Angeles radio.
Sure.
And he's doing interviews, and there's a fucking music track playing behind him. Like, what are you doing? No.
Yeah. Well, that's there are trendy things that happen. And, the idea is to either jump on the train or patently avoid it. Just honestly, I'm not fucking doing that.
One of my favorite things is I drive Lyft, and I'm usually working nights because I don't like traffic, but like Saturday nights, I'll start at.
Yeah, you're not a local yet. Anyway, continue.
I'll start at like 9 o'clock, and I'll go until like 9 o'clock. So 12 hours. And 7 o'clock comes on, I will put on the 70s on 7 on XM for Casey Kasem's American Top 40 Countdown.
Yeah, those are amazing.
And it's, you hear the stories, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And just like you were saying, it's like it's like all of a sudden here's Rush, and all of a sudden here's Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah. Here's what needs to be, if you ask me, here's what needs to be replaced. Radio stations are local phenomenon.
Right.
They're a local phenomenon. And so the more of its own personality that it develops from that neighborhood that it has, the more power it's going to have for the people listening. The listeners will become fervent in their love of the thing,
Right.
Because it's feeding the community,
Right.
What it is so, and it's true with it's why we like bands,
Yeah.
We're back to the Kiss thing. They have a hell of a point of view. The Kiss has a way of looking at the world, or at least they used to. Now I just
Right.
want to punch Gene Simmons all the time. All the
A
time.
lot of people do.
All the time.
But, he comes walking by. Hey, Gene, how you doing?
No, not
Oh,
me.
really?
No. I'd be like, really, dude? First off, what is this with the eyes and the cheeks and the... You look like you're made of fucking wax, dude. Come on. Get old. It's fine. You're married to a Playboy model who at 50-something, 60 years old, looks amazing.
Right.
Get old. It's fine.
Right. Right. But
People who have to be on TV, I mean, I feel sorry for them because they have to do it.
I know.
They have to stretch their faces out. That's like
you
who
can't
cares?
you
Get
can't,
old.
You can't look like a distinguished old man anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, look at fucking Dallas Reigns. Dallas Reigns, who
Yeah.
looks like
Wow,
he could be
that's some inside baseball shit right there.
He looks like he could be the ancient alien guy's dad. He's got the fucking self-tan. He's got the wacky 70s radio
Dallas
voice.
Reigns has had that tan since the 70s.
He's like George Hamilton.
Yeah, he's amazing. I think his time in the tanning bed is actually like down to like 2 minutes because he's now just that way.
Anybody not in Los Angeles, we actually have a weather guy whose name is Dallas Reigns.
Love it.
Oh my God! I fall asleep to the news, and it's like and I flip between them, and it's like, all right, so this one's got a bunch of Asian girls. Okay, so that one added a bunch of Asian girls. Okay, they got a really hot one. They have a hotter blonde. They added a middle-aged black woman. Okay, so they've got a middle-aged black woman who they send to the zoo and put her in a penguin outfit. On this one, added a fat girl. Okay, we're just gonna let them have the fat girl.
Oh God. Oh, right. Like you're some fucking prize. Oh, that's nice.
I have mirrors. I've seen me. It's a bit I'm working on. It's bad. It's very, very, very bad.
Yeah, but it's good. I laughed.
Very well.
Keep going. I mean, some tweaks are in order, but
right,
yeah.
absolutely.
Sure.
I mean, one thing I did want to ask you about the Brady Bunch thing. Is that the hardest gig in TV? Being that role that you played. I mean, not just Cousin Oliver. Being that you got the young kids, they grow up, all of a sudden they have to bring in another young kid.
Yeah, but at the time, the phenomenon wasn't as ingrained as it is now.
Right.
They didn't really the whole concept of jumping the shark and all this stuff didn't come around to the 80s until there was an internet. Because that's where it all kind of went crazy. Mm-hmm. But largely what happened is once the show was over, and it went out as a top 10 show. But it wasn't like, the Brady Bunch is so kitschy, that thing.
Yeah.
That started when it went into syndication, and it was shown 3 times a day.
Right.
And there were people that have seen the shows 10, 15, 20, 30 times.
Hundreds of times.
It's unbelievable. I did in New Jersey, I did a Brady convention. And
because why not?
Because there's the
fandom
thing.
Yeah, the fandom thing. Yeah.
So, but I mean, some of the stories, like the weird thing about the whatever you want to call this, the person who does that work and the person who likes that work relationship, is when somebody comes up to your table and wants you to sign something. It stops being about you because so many stories, so I'm sitting at the table, whatever person comes up, and as I'm signing the thing, I hear, I've always wanted to tell you this. And so at that moment, it's no longer about me. It's about them. They're getting an opportunity to kind of perform in a way. They've wanted to play out this little scene that they've had in their head for all of this time. Now, why did I start talking to you about that? Why did I go down that road? I don't remember.
We were talking about being the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyway, of the stories. Yes, the stories. So, a lot of these people come up to the table and they go, I've always wanted to tell you this. And so many stories are like, every day when I got home from school, or every day before I went to school, and then I'd watch a show when I got home when I was doing my homework, and then after dinner it was on again, and I'd watch. And so, they'd go through a year period or so where they'd watched all of them.
Right.
And then saw them multiple times and could quote dialogue and know what people were wearing in particular. I mean, it's really amazing. But it really means that much to
It does.
It's, it's all really sincere. And it has nothing to do with me anymore. It's something I did when I was 9.
Well, yeah.
But it's
yeah.
amazing that there are people that are still touched by it that much. Just kills me. Turtle thing, same deal. I mean,
Right.
there are 30-year-old guys who are now showing that movie to their 6-year-old sons, and they couldn't fucking wait to do it.
Right.
They're like, when he sees this, it's going to fucking blow his mind. And the strange thing is, he'll always be right, because for some reason, if you watch that goddamn Turtle movie between the ages of 7 and 11, your entire universe just cracks open and light and turtles pour out. It's just unbelievable.
There was this article, and I don't know what the fuck it was in, but it was a really cool thing. He was talking about how movies now, they're going for the kid in the adults.
Yes.
And how movies aren't really going for adults anymore. They're going for the kids, but they're going for the kid in the adult to relive their childhood.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I mean, well, they need to find a way, first off, to not make it Barney.
Right.
Parents won't want to take their kid if they're going to go, oh my God, I want to kill myself.
Right.
It's like, will this thing ever be fucking over? So they want to have at least enough stuff that will get parents to giggle about things.
Right.
And, nostalgia works that way.
Right, exactly. I mean, I remember when the fucking first Transformers movie came out. It's like, I watched Transformer when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this.
And then he fucked you.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
And I'm like, I wish it was the cartoon movie like from the 80s.
Bay, you're so disappointed.
That 80s cartoon Transformers movie was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a...
You got the touch.
That's a thing. That's a real,
Yeah.
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 I know the guy who played Grimlock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is
Burger.
weird
Yeah.
and wild stuff. Hey, as...
I know weird famous people. I don't know famous people, but I know people that if I described who they are to you, you'd go, holy shit.
I know
really?
that guy! We're going to get into your voiceover stuff here in a second, and in the rest of your fucking career, because you've never really stopped working. You've had you've had a long career. But I do want to, speaking of voiceover, you listeners right now, I sent you this email. I don't know if you actually used it or not.
Oh, the Waze thing?
The Waze thing.
Uh-huh.
Did you down?
No, because I put it in my own. I'll do it, though.
Because you can now have my voice directing you on Waze.
Yes, that's
And
amazing.
For only $5, a measly $5, send it via PayPal. It's paypal.me/Izzy Presley, and I will send you that, and you can have me narrate.
Yeah, do it. Wait a minute. So how do you do this? Do you just record yourself going, make a left, douchebag?
Let me show you.
They show you how to do it?
Dude, it's fucking easy. It's great. And one of my buddies, Luis Villegas from Heavy Mellow, they're flamenco, but they do metal songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
But there's no vocals. So it's just all flamenco. So they're playing these really ritzy places, playing Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
So you just go into your settings and then voice directions, and boom, it's right there.
Voice direction. Oh, yeah,
And it takes you right through, and you just record everything it tells you to record, and then bam, there it is, and you can share it with your friends. Oh. And I figured, why not sell it?
In settings for Waze, that's where that is.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, why not? I got some shit from one of my buddies for doing that. He's like, you're just begging for... I'm like, no, it's a fucking product.
Fuck products. It's hilarious.
I know, that too. It's like, what? How different is that from me selling T-shirts and selling... It's fucking the Gene Simmons State of Mind. Everything that should have Izzy on it should have
Izzy on it. I do agree with that. But don't do the surgery thing ever.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Don't be a douchebag.
No.
Seriously.
I can't do that.
Get old, get ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
and fucking cranky. And just be like, Just the equivalent of get off my lawn.
Yeah, exactly. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short little break. I think I have 3 spots to play for you really quick, and then we'll get back into it with Robbie Rist. We got some more listener feedback to get into as well. It's another fucking podcast.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear, featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more. Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Aside from an Izzy,
Hey,
what
ladies,
are you?
Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees,
Izzy
and truck
LL.
dresses already
This is
in
the
stock.
LL. Great.
Check out the
I'm gonna call
online
the band
store at
LL, and you'll be like,
sasspantsdesigns.com.
"What a nice
And like
dude
Sass
that
Pants
guy
Designs
was."
on
He
Facebook.
made me
Special
famous because then
offers
I'll
and custom
go on a
orders.
3-state shooting spree. And
That's
We'll all be famous.
sasspantsdesigns.com. sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
All right, we are back with Robbie Rist. But before we get into Robbie again, and
Whoa, hey.
check out A&P Productions Laser Engraving. They can put your logo on anything that you see fit, everything mugs to guns. That's right. They can even laser engrave on your sidearm. If you please, go to A&P Laser on Facebook or squareup.com/store/OzToys. That's OZ Toys to connect, and you can even buy the Another Fucking Podcast Roadie Pack. We have a flask, dun-dun, a Zippo, bottle openers, and dog tags for a measly $29.99.
And it doesn't break when it tips
It
over.
doesn't break
It's
when it tips
durable.
over, no. And we got these fucking bottle openers. We
That's
got all this
amazing.
shit. For only $29.99, go to A&P Productions.
You, sir, are doing this right.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
Fucking gotta do it, baby. A&P Laser on Facebook or squareup.com/store/OzToys on the web. That's A&P Laser Engraving. Robbie Rist. Let's, should we take a little tootie?
Yeah.
Cheers, motherfucker.
Indeed. We're not, oh, Jesus. Really? All right, fine.
Oh, the sweet depression juice. Oh, all right. Listener feedback. Scotty.
Oh, my Lord.
Isn't that glorious?
Yeah.
Scotty.
In a really weird owl kind of way.
Scotty from Canada. I have the same feeling with Whitesnake. You mentioned about time. Remember when the bands toured for a year or even longer? Now it's pump it out as fast as you can and it gets diluted.
Yeah.
Well, it's so fast, and it's like,
it's serving its purpose.
I'll even equate it to even the story, like, for instance, the Scotty Hill interview from last week for Skid Row, saying the doors closed for Randy Sebastian Bach reunion, yada yada yada. It's all over Blabbermouth. It's all over Livewire, UltimateRockGuitar.com, Sleaze Rocks, Metal Sludge, Eddie Trunk. It's all over, and it's going to be gone in a week.
Sure. Oh, when I produce bands, my strategy for them, whether they listen to me or not, is release a series of singles, and then at the end of those singles, release a vinyl record that has all of the singles plus 2 other songs. And here's why. You put out 10 songs. You have now a week to promote it. Tops.
Right.
Probably 5 days to get it out to as many people as possible and hope somebody writes or talks about it in some way or whatever. So by putting out a single every 6 weeks or so, you keep putting out product
right?
That it keeps, because how do you keep eyes on your thing anymore?
That's a brilliant, because I have a song that I think I sent it to you, that 700 Miles to Memphis.
Yeah.
The drums just got done today. Rich Redman from Jason Aldean's band laid down the drums for me. And, once we get it recorded, I was like, all right, well, I'll put it out. Maybe I'll sell it off where I can, do a record.
Yeah.
But I like that idea better. Just keep
putting
singles out, and at the end of it, drop a fucking record.
Why is it that we can't get rid of the Kardashians? The reason we can't get rid of them,
because her ass is so big you can't move it,
is because they're always doing something that, they keep getting their name out into the public, and people just get used to the fact that they hear that name. Gene Simmons all over again, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's all the same shit.
Apparently, the mics were hot when we went to commercial, so that's awesome.
Well, what'd I say?
I have no idea.
Anything good?
Probably not. I don't
know.
No, I'm just kidding. What else we got? Got my A&P order in. All right, so we got a roadie pack going to Canada. Fucking Hoser. I love it. Very first one. I got to have you sign one of the Jack.
By the way, don't say the very first one.
No, I'm proud of that.
There's like 3,000. That's like our 3,000th one. You got to make it sound like Gene Simmons.
I want him.
Gene fucking Simmons.
I want him to feel proud that he bought the very first one. Okay. When I sold the very first Drunken Summit.
But everyone after this.
It's
like these things are flying off the shelves.
This is
there
true.
You go.
I like that. I got to have you sign the Jack Daniels bottle as well.
I have to sign the what?
The Jack Daniels bottle. Not the one we're drinking out of. I've got a few down here.
Oh, you're one of those guys, huh?
I'm too lazy to throw them out.
Yeah. After a while, the stuff starts making me see double, and I'm dancing naked, and and usually dudes like to drink this stuff, so it's me naked, bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's awkward. And then the cameras come out. Then the camera phones.
There you go.
Right.
And then you're famous again.
And then I'm like Cousin Oliver, and his butt's hairy on one side.
No, because what I do is I have my in-studio guest sign it, and then I auction it off, and
cool.
It all goes to a charity.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
this one's got Bruce Kulick, Lisa Lane Kulick. Who else is on there? I don't fucking remember. DJ Ashba. Yeah, he's on there. You'll be on there,
man.
Yeah.
I'll be the only one where everybody goes, but he's not a musician.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but it just
doesn't matter. Vinny Tortorich, who's going to be on the show on Sunday at the live show. He is he's a regular on the Adam Carolla show.
No,
he's the No Sugar No Grain guy. Yeah. So yeah, he's on there. It's a cool thing that I like. I can give back.
Sure,
because I'm not making a fucking dime off this show. So,
the weird thing about the podcast universe, there's an awful lot of people putting an awful lot of work into things that they're doing it because they love doing it.
Yeah. And why do you think it's called Another Fucking Podcast? Because everybody has a fucking podcast.
Sure. But again, if you have your own point of view, if you do a thing that you can't necessarily get anywhere else, you just now have a collection of shows where people can go back to it whenever they want and go, oh, why did it take me so long to find this guy?
Right.
It's just like records back in the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I get so many people. It's like I finally listened to your show. This was fucking great. I'm like, go back and listen to this one and this one, and it's like dude, you have to listen to Destroyer.
People have not. Oh, well, of course not.
I was just
There's
using
a lot
that
of
as
people that haven't heard Destroyer.
Yeah, I know.
And getting to be more people every day.
I know. Let's start. You're on your way. You gotta bounce in about 5-10 minutes here. Right. You're going to do your podcast.
More
which
people.
I was lucky.
Whatever. Let's Destroyer. Right
there you go. Oh shit! Did you put your list together?
Yes, but I have to look at it all up there. Okay. Here's what I know is that You Matter to Me had to be on that record.
All right.
Oh, wait. So should we describe what we're talking about?
Yeah. So they did this thing on Three Sides of the Coin where they had the listeners. This is a very successful podcast, by the way. They had their listeners put together the Kiss record that should have came out with songs from the solo records. And you could say, like, well, this person should have sang this song. I would have done this song like this and added this or taken away that. And that's I still have mine from when I put mine together.
By the way, here's also why I'm angry at Gene Simmons, because the real truth of the matter is that like a lot of guys in big hair world,
Mm-hmm.
he is a power pop guy to his very core.
He really is.
And he
He
will
is.
not admit it, and it's all over his solo record. His solo record is like an international pop overthrow festival in one song.
But I
You
still
don't know what I'm
love
talking
it.
about,
But
do
I
you?
still love it. I do know what you're talking about, but I still love it.
Hold on a second here. Kiss solo record.
You want me to go through mine as you're looking?
Yeah. You
All
tell
right.
me.
So side one starts out with "It's All Right" from the Paul Stanley solo record.
It's all right if you want me, okay.
"Rip It Out," "Living in Sin" from the Gene Simmons record. "Move On," "Speeding Back to My Baby" with Paul singing it.
Wait a minute, where's the Peter?
It's coming. It's coming. It's on
Where's
side
the
two.
Peter? You know, if I had $1 for every time a woman told me that.
And I would finish side one out with "Wouldn't You Like to Know Me."
Not a single fucking Peter song. You are
hold on.
You're a fucking dick.
On side two. It's on side two. Peter only gets one song per record usually anyways. Sorry. Side two, "Tonight You Belong to Me," "Burning Up a Fever." Easy thing, but I would rock it up and make it more of a power ballad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know
Snowblind, New
you
York
like that
Groove
big
Speed.
snare drum, you know?
Yeah, I know. Then Snowblind and New York Groove to close it out.
So it's just Ace heavy because I'm meathead rock. Bleh. That's totally what that is. That's a meathead rock version of the Kiss record made of solo songs. You son of a bitch. All right, hold on a second. I can't spell discographies on my phone.
Oh, Scotty says, "When I get it, there will be posts all over the place." I love it.
What?
The Roadie Pack.
Oh, there you go. I thought the Kiss record I'm about to give him. All right. Kiss discography. All right. So, God. Studio albums, 78 solo albums. All right.
There you go. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear this.
Where's the top?
That is
It
also
doesn't
what
show
she
me
said.
the discography of it, though.
That's not cool.
You just keep talking.
All right.
Like Kiss, album discography. All
Album
music.
just he's looking up his thing. What did I forget to pimp anything? Oh yeah, send me money. I said that.
Yeah.
I
did
said
you?
that. PayPal.me
All right.
/
So, from
Izzy Presley.
we'll just get into this right now. All right. So there's Ace Frehley. All right. Okay. Album information. Okay. New York Groove, of course, because we know it's already a hit.
Right. So that's kicking it off.
Huh?
That's kicking off the record?
Let's say for now. Yeah. I say for now. No.
right.
Wouldn't you like to know me? First song.
There you go.
Okay.
You did a very cool cover of that, by the way.
I used it being a guitar. It's
I know, but it
terrible.
was awesome.
Because I started out going, I know that there's people in the audience. Some of you like a drink. I can orange juice.
Nothing beats the Animalized Live Love Gun.
Oh, God, you're killing me. My soul just died. I saw the 78 tour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me that.
It was so rad. It really was. It really was. Cheap Trick opened, and
Of course they did.
and I am now, I don't know, the band I have stolen most from in my, we'll call it a career, is Cheap Trick. But at the time, I was like, that guitar player creeps me out. I don't know if I dig that dude. Yeah. And then Kiss, and it was the platforms that rise up, and
Yep.
the cat. Back drum thing.
Yeah,
You know,
just
it was
like
all of that stuff.
The fucking gatefold.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
alive too.
that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is unbelievably great. And a year or so earlier, Rock and Roll Over, which is still to this day to me a sort of glitter pop masterpiece.
I agree.
The funny thing is, when glam music jumped the pond, glam in England was kind of not just, this isn't an insult, they're just effeminate guys who are really feminine.
Right.
It hops the pond, and it's a bunch of hairy Jews and Italians, and it turns into something else. It turns into first the New York Dolls, which is like the furthest thing from the sweet. They're not even Slade. They're just whatever the fuck that is. And then Kiss, who again are a bunch of men. They're not boys. They're men. And they're playing this sort of pop glitter metal stuff, and it reaches its apex with Rock and Roll Over, which is just, I don't know, maybe a perfect rock record, because you can go every song and just go, I'm in.
Yeah.
It's Toys in the Attic. It's News of the World. It's, I don't know. Again, the discussion that we're having, do they have that discussion about Hot, Hot Heat? I don't think so. Yeah. Maybe there are, but it's a very, very small group of people, where there was a period in history where the discussion about, I don't know, the Dark Side of the Moon versus brain salad surgery. And there were people talking about the merits of both of those records, I myself go brain salad surgery, but that's a whole other, we'll talk about that.
Very well. Why don't you get back to your list?
So we got that, right?
Right.
So we got the
New York Groove. And
are you writing these down?
No.
Can you just write them down?
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I'll
All
write
right.
them down. All right. Hold on.
So.
All right. So we got Groove. Wouldn't you like?
Okay. Wouldn't you like to know me? Yep. Then, Kiss the Girl Goodbye. I'm with you on that. And because it's it's in the Beth.
Yeah.
It's in the Beth spot, right? Beth is the third song on Destroyer.
No, it's not. It's on side 2.
Bullshit.
It's second to last song.
Okay.
No, it's
right,
been
a long time.
It's right before Shout It Out Loud.
Been a long time. Oh yeah, you're right. I lose. All right, it happens. I'm 53 years old. I don't even know where my fucking car keys are right now.
Right.
One shot of fucking Jack and I'm done. I won't be able to perform with my lady. The whole thing, it's a nightmare for me.
Yeah, but at that age, you should probably have some Viagra on hand, just in case.
I'm eating that shit like fucking candy, just so I can walk around going, no, teacher, I don't want to answer the question on the board.
All right, Kiss the Girl Goodbye.
All right, Kiss the Girl Goodbye. And now we need a Gene song. I'm going to say Radioactive.
All right.
And this is hits after hits after hits. Let's see here. That's, I wish I had a better system for looking at this stuff. Okay, so we're back to, I have to memorize the goddamn, put the thing up, will you?
Hold on.
I'm not a young man anymore, and I'm not getting any younger. Jesus, man. I can't remember anything now. Who am I? Why am I here?
So you got New York Groove. Wouldn't you like to know me? Kiss the World.
I'm going to get off mic here, and I'm going to look over your shoulder.
All right, hold on.
All right. Oh, multi-hyphenate entertainment juggernaut. That's from the thing that I...
Yes.
All right. What is this?
I did have Radioactive on mine.
Oh, well, there you go. Definitely Snowblind is next.
All right.
So we're at 5.
We're at 5.
Spin them over.
Okay.
Put the list back on.
Okay.
Huh?
What? It's right there.
No, put the list back on.
Oh, no, this is just mine.
Yeah, but it's not every song?
This is every song on mine.
Oh,
No. This is my...
Okay, that burning up with fever bullshit's not going to happen. But I did say Snowblind, right?
You did say Snowblind. Would you like me to pull the records up?
I think I'd want you to pull the records up.
All right.
Sorry, everyone, that I'm... it's just that,
that's okay.
I was all prepared, and then getting here, and, Burbank from Woodland Hills, it's no picnic.
No, well, when there's traffic, it's no picnic.
Yeah. High voltage!
All right, where's the Kiss?
But not helpful for our purposes.
No, I went right past them. There we go.
Kiss.
All right, so...
I wonder if I have...
All right, so...
okay.
Okay, so the Ace Frehley record. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Rip It Out.
Oh, Rip It Out. All right, cool.
Wait, no. Oh, to start the second record, no, it's a Paul song. let's see the Paul record really quick. Oh, It's All Right. Duh. And I know the kicker, too.
All right.
And we're, let's go Gene now.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Where is he? Bastard. That's Ace. Oh, no, it isn't Man of 1,000 Faces. All right. What is it? Oh, no, When You Wish Upon a Star. Has to be. They always have a cover. Like on Live 2, there's a cover song. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But the thing is, play it like a glitter song. Play it like a glam song.
All right.
Make
Okay.
big,
There you go. And we can do that.
Yes, the hell yes.
Damn straight.
Damn it.
Do you need to look at the Peter again?
I need to look at the Peter again.
All right.
Jesus. And it's disgusting.
Thank you. Grew it myself.
Oh, You Matter to Me, of course. Because You Matter to Me is a genuine...
I thought you were being nice to me.
No, that'll never happen. The You Matter to Me is a genuine, actual R&B song.
Okay.
It's pretty rad. All right. By the way, on the Spoon, we do What's Your Favorite Queen song?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You didn't do that with me.
Hold Me, Touch Me is the next one.
All right. Hold Me.
Oh yeah.
Touch Me.
Picture. Did we talk about this?
No.
Picture me 14 years old in my first band, and I'm trying to sell them on the merits of learning this song.
Really? Yeah. So this was what Kid Video was based off of?
No. Oh, God, no, it's before that. I'm 13.
Oh, wow.
And it's, I'm like, guys, we got to play it Hold Me, Touch Me. What? Yeah, it's sad.
We did talk about that on the Spoon, actually, yeah.
Terrible. And let's see. Oh, and we got one more. Where are we? No, we're going to go... Hold on. No, we're going Ace.
There we go. You didn't put Rip It Out on there yet.
Yeah, I didn't? Oh, that was the one I wanted to do. Okay, yeah.
All right.
So what we should do is have this available as a Spotify upload thingy playlist thing from your show.
There you go.
The Izzy Presley Show presents blah, 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 Gene Simmons. God damn it.
There you go. Robbie, this has been a fucking blast. I know you got to fly because you have to go do your show.
But I want to do this
man.
again.
Anytime. Well, I'll have you on.
Because we haven't gotten to everything yet. And about how George Lynch is the only guitar player of that entire generation that did anything that was important. Everybody else was a pretender to the throne.
I will have to, when I have you on again, it will be during a drunken summit when I have like 3 or 4 other people in studio and we're just sitting around boozing and talking shit.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's basically, this was a 2-man drunken summit.
My friend, there is shit to be talked.
And I can't wait.
I would like one more shot before we go.
Of course.
Right.
Really quick, before, as I'm going to pour your shot, do you have anything to pimp? Do you have any shows coming up?
So
do you have anything coming
I have a
Sharknado.
show.
We didn't play the song. We'll close it on the Sharknado
Okay,
song.
but I mean, that'll be another thing to talk about.
Oh, okay. I'll save it.
So I have a podcast of my own called Another Fucking Pod. No, it isn't. Hey, there you go. I have it's called The Spoon. We are on www.tmvcafe.com. Hold on, I have to tell good Amy goodbye. I don't know who that is. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm very professional. So, The Spoon, TMV Cafe, tmvcafe.com. I'm on Doc McStuffins right now. I'm on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon right now as Mondo Gecko. I did 5 songs for the last Sharknado movie.
Yes, you did.
There's I don't know. I just do shit. Whatever. If you want to find me, I'm social media. You type in my name. I'm sure you'll find something. So just find me, and if you want to talk, I'm usually I'm at the house engineering some. I'm a sound engineer, so I'm doing some bullshit like that. So I have the chat room or whatever shit open, and I go, somebody wants to say hi. Good, I can procrastinate.
I'm good at that as well. Yeah. And now we just have to figure out how to get me into the voiceover stuff.
Good luck. No, because I make a living at it.
Right, so you don't want to know.
I will tell you, offline.
All right.
By
very
the way,
well.
and don't do that bullshit, that unprofessional bullshit of leaving the fucking mics live while we're listening
I
to
know, I hit the wrong
goddamn
button.
music. How long you been fucking doing this?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. And I'm the one where we're on. Can you imagine if
'Cause-
I started talking about some shit that like nobody would like
Yeah, that
you know,
probably would've been
you
bad.
know, Lemmy is all right.
All right, let me hit my Kiss Black Diamond outro music. Where the fuck did it go? I have to get rid of this. So good.
I have a friend who is one of the people making a hand sign at the back of Alive 2 or Alive.
Really?
In the middle. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of those.
All right. Here we go.
That's history.
That is history right there. It's been another great show. We will see you. We will see you next Sunday. That is this upcoming Sunday on the 20th at the Other Door in North Hollywood with Vinny Tortorich as the live audience guest. DJ Will as my co-host. It's going to be another great one. Drunken Summit coming up in 2 weeks with Ace Von Johnson, Johnny Martin, and Alex Kane and Barry Pointer.
Alex Kane, I
Alex
love that
fucking
guy.
Kane, yeah,
he's rad.
He is. He absolutely is.
Yeah, he's an unsung hero. He's a guy from like Chicago. You know,
Yeah, he is.
Whatever.
He's a Chicago guy.
But he's we own it.
Yeah, we do.
Los Angeles
We do.
owns it.
We do.
So he's fucking rad.
He's a god.
Yeah,
Guitar
I really
god.
love
He
him.
really is fucking amazing. So yeah, check all that out. Go buy stuff. Just
Buy
go to
stuff.
Go to the
Roadie
Facebook
pack.
page. Roadie
And-
pack.
and what else?
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
T-shirts. We got the Loyal Minion T-shirts. We got the Drunken
we talked
Summit.
about T-shirts on the thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Teespring, and
Yeah.
that's- so
And I
people
guess
know
I
you're the behind the curtain.
And now they have this. You can make your own phone cases. So I'm going to start selling my own phone cases.
Actually,
Why not?
yeah, because there's a whole other thing. But they made a
10 seconds.
They made an AI that was going to make phone things, and they're all like really dark and weird.
There you go. It's been another fucking podcast. It is true. I do love you all. So kindly go fuck yourself.